Gather round, you lot. Let the fire warm your bones, and let your imaginations take flight. The night is deep, and the world outside is wild. But here by the hearth, stories become our shield and our sword. You've heard tales of dragons, beasts of fire and death, creatures that haunted the dreams of our ancestors. But tonight I speak of a new breed, born not from myth, but from the forge of human ingenuity. These are dragons of steel and fire, lords of the endless sky, their wings forged from metal, and their breath a trail of flame and thunder. They move faster than hawks, their roar is thunder, and they hunt unseen, striking with the swiftness of lightning and vanishing before the echo fades. No banners, no sigils, just ghosts on the battlefield, whispers on the wind, leaving only questions and awe in their wake. Men call them jets, fighters, birds of prey. I call them dragons, for they rule the skies with a power that defies the old world's imagination. Their greatest power? Not fire, but the ability to vanish, to become shadows in the clouds, unseen and untouchable. Imagine a knight so skilled he could ride through an enemy camp unseen, his armor silent, his presence a rumor. That is the Sky Dragon, master of stealth, a phantom in the night. They are invisible knights cloaked in mystery, soaring where only gods dared tread, their domain the boundless heavens and the stormlit horizon. Their arrival is marked not by trumpets but by a sudden sharp silence, a hush that falls as the world senses something extraordinary has passed overhead. Tonight I'll tell you how these legends came to be, how men and women shaped the impossible from dreams and daring. It's a saga of minds, strange materials, and a war fought with energy and light, where science and imagination became the new magic. This is the story of how man learned to mock the very act of seeing, to bend the rules of nature and slip through the cracks of perception. So listen close. Forget the old tales, for what you are about to hear is a legend still unfolding, a myth being written in the skies above. The legend of the invisible fighter is happening now, above our heads, in the silent dark, where only the boldest dare to look. It is a tale far stranger than any you have heard, a saga of shadows and speed, of courage and invention, and it is only just beginning. In old tales, the greatest prize was a cloak of invisibility, a garment to walk the world as a ghost. Today's sky dragons wear no cloth, but a cloak of numbers and science. Their invisibility fools not human eyes, but the tireless senses of machines. The quest to make a roaring beast of metal into a whisper, to teach it to be as empty as the void. The magic is not in spell books, but in the language of light, sound and energy, told as a story of emptiness, hiding a dragon ready to strike. Think of a shield. Not to block a blow, but to make the enemy believe there's nothing to strike. The Sky Dragon's cloak is a shield of impossible design, flat surfaces, sharp angles, not for beauty, but to scatter the enemy's searching gaze. When radar shouts into the sky, these shapes cast the echo away, lost in the void. The watcher hears only silence, sees only empty sky. The shield hasn't broken the sword, it's convinced the swordsman to look elsewhere, all while the knight stands ready for the unseen blow. Once signal fires warned of invasion. In the darkness, flames leapt skyward, a desperate message racing from hill to hill, alerting kingdoms to danger long before the enemy arrived. These fires were the vigilant eyes of a world on edge, a simple but powerful system of early warning. Today, the enemy's fire is radar, a pulse of invisible energy, the all-seeing eye. Instead of flames, it's a silent, sweeping beam, searching the skies for any sign of movement, any hint of an intruder. Radar sends out a beam. If it bounces back, the watcher knows you're there. The echo is a whisper in the dark, betraying your presence to those who listen. For decades, radar ruled the sky, exposing all who flew. No matter how fast or high, every aircraft was revealed, its secret path traced by invisible fingers. But the alchemists of our age, engineers and scientists, sought to trick it, not destroy it. They dreamed of making machines that could slip past the watcher's gaze, unseen and untouched. First, the Dragon's jagged shape casts radar's echo away, like mirrors blinding the watcher. Sharp angles and flat surfaces scatter the signal, sending it harmlessly into the void. Second, a special skin, more potion than paint, absorbs radar's energy, swallowing the shout. No echo returns. The jet becomes a ghost, its presence erased from the watcher's screen. The energy is trapped, turned to heat and bleeds away. What once was a blaring alarm is now a silent sigh, lost in the wind. The watchman waits for a signal that never comes. The sky remains dark, the kingdom unwarned. The dragon passes, unseen, its shadow gliding silently above a world that sleeps, unaware of the danger overhead. The old warning fires are outmatched. Their light, once a beacon of hope, is now just a memory, replaced by the silent art of deception. The new age belongs to shadows. In this world, victory goes to those who master the art of vanishing, leaving only questions in their wake. A warrior's armor once gleamed to intimidate. The Sky Dragon's armor is absence, meant to hide, not to dazzle. Its shape turns aside radar, but the enemy has other senses. The dragon's heart is a furnace, its heat a beacon in the cold sky. So its makers cool the dragon's breath, mixing exhaust with cold air, spreading heat like mist. The enemy's heat-seeing eyes find only cold, empty air. Even sound betrays, so engines are buried, intakes twisted, noise trapped. The result, a creature that moves with eerie quiet, its thunderous heart masked. It becomes the whispering death, a shadow that falls without a sound. The Sky Dragon is not just unseen, but unfelt. It is the perfect predator. Who forged these dragons? Not blacksmiths, but alchemists of science. They worked in secret halls, crafting materials stronger than steel, lighter than wood, invisible to the enemy's magic. They wove carbon and resin into black cloths, baked into composites, the dragon's bones and skin. Perfection was vital. A single flaw could betray the beast. In rooms cleaner than a king's chamber, they aligned every piece with lasers, chasing a dream many called impossible. These silent guardians bound the laws of physics into their creations, the true sorcerers of our age. The dragon is forged, cloaked, silent, cooled. Born from steel and shadow, it waits in the darkness, its engines barely a whisper, its form hidden from prying eyes. It slips from its lair and rises into the night, gliding above the sleeping world. The city lights below twinkle, unaware of the predator soaring overhead, unseen and unheard. Below, the world is unaware. The enemy's radars sweep but find only silence. Their screens remain empty, their operators tense, searching for a threat that does not appear. The dragon glides through gaps in their gaze, a phantom in the sky. It weaves between clouds and moonbeams, invisible to all but the stars. Inside, the pilot sees through the dragon's senses, maps, signals, enemy beams. Every flicker of light, every electronic pulse is a clue, a path through the darkness. The dragon listens, knows where the hunters are, and hunts them in turn. It stalks its prey with patience, reading the invisible language of the night. The moment comes. A target is found. The pilot's heart quickens, eyes narrowing as the digital crosshairs settle on the unsuspecting foe. The pilot gives a silent command. A panel opens, releasing a weapon, a silver spear with a mind of its own. It slips into the night, guided by unseen hands, seeking its mark. The dragon does not change course, it remains a ghost. No celebration, no trace, only the cold focus of the hunt. The spear flies, unseen and miles away. The target is struck without warning. There is no time to react, no alarm, only sudden destruction. Fire and thunder erupt, the fortress falls, the ship sinks, the lesser dragon is destroyed. The enemy is left in chaos, their defences shattered in an instant. The ghost is gone, melted into the night. It leaves no shadow, no echo, only the memory of its passing. The watchmen see only empty sky. Their instruments are silent, their eyes searching for answers that will never come. They have been slain by a foe they never knew was there. Confusion and disbelief fill the room as the truth dawns too late. The whispering death leaves only confusion and ruin. In the darkness its legend grows, a silent terror haunting the night skies. So the tale is told. These are not mere machines, but the dream of the perfect predator made real. Dragons of our age, born of mind, not myth, cloaked in science more potent than sorcery. When you see a contrail, remember the true dragons are the ones you do not see. Silent, cold, watching. The world is more complex than our eyes perceive. The greatest powers move in silence. These creations are both shield and sword, changing the nature of conflict. How do you fight what you cannot see? The riddle endures. The dance between seen and unseen continues. So when thunder rolls, pause. Perhaps it is the roar of a new dragon passing overhead. They are the silent kings of the modern sky.